proactivity says basically that we have to be proactive, not reactive or passive. What happens in life is that people do not realize that we've been given something called agency, that we are an agent of cause and effect, and that we are to be initiating and choosing and willing and purposeful and taking responsibility. When we give up being proactive, then we become reactive and sometimes passive. So what happens is if we're unhappy, we're responsible for our unhappiness. If somebody has hurt me, for example, the Bible says somebody has hurt me, and I'm feeling hurt about that, I can't sit back and ask them to read my mind. I've got to be proactive and pick up the phone and call them and say, you know what, that hurt, let's work this out. Or if I'm lonely, I got to be proactive to go do something about that, to go talk to them, or, to reach out, or whatever the issue is. But what happens is a lot of times we lose our sense of freedom and proactive agency, and then we just get reactive because we feel like victims. For example, let's say, your spouse says something sarcastic to you. Well, a reaction would be, well, you don't always do it. See, we react. That's not proactive, acting for, right? They actually have control of you. Whenever we're reacting, that somebody has control of us. So proactive says, I have control of me. You can be sarcastic to me, but I'm not going to react to that in a way that I don't have any choice and can't be redemptive. Proactive says, okay, I hear you. I don't really like the way you said that. That hurts me. I hear your complaint in it. I want to resolve the complaint, but I'd like for us to talk to each other differently than that. See, I'm giving maturity back to immaturity instead of reacting, which is giving immaturity back to immaturity. Reactions don't include purposeful thought. Reactions come out of what the psychologists call the fight or flight syndrome. It's like a reflex. You punch me, I'll punch you. Well, that's not really choosing a higher response that's going to take the whole conflict upward instead of downward. Proactive means I take responsibility for how I'm feeling and I do something redemptive with it.